Morning all. So in the last session we have completed up to 68 questions. Today we shall begin with the 69th question. If one root of x square plus x minus k is equal to 0 may be the square of other. The square of other. Then k equals to first one 0, second one is 1, third one is minus 1, fourth one is 2. So this is the first question. So let's have a discussion on this one. If one root of x square plus x minus k is equal to 0 may be square of other, then we need to find out the value of k. That means the roots of this x square plus x minus k is equal to 0 are generally in the form of alpha comma alpha square. Then we need to find out k. So as we know the roots of this one, we can find out sum. So sum is given by alpha plus alpha square, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that is minus 1. Say equation 1, this is product alpha into alpha square alpha cube. See alpha cube is equal to, you will be getting here, so minus constant term by coefficient of x square, that is minus k. Now from 1, see we have alpha plus alpha square equals to minus 1, cubing on both sides, because we know the cube alpha cube here. So cubing on both sides. See, cubing on both sides, we get alpha plus alpha square whole cube equals to minus 1 whole cube. See, a plus b whole cube formula. What is a plus b whole cube formula? A plus b whole cube equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab times a plus b. This is one of the algebraic identities we have studied in earlier classes. So this is alpha cube plus alpha square whole cube. Alpha square whole cube is alpha power 6. That I will write for our convenience alpha cube whole square plus 3 into alpha square, 3 alpha cube into alpha plus alpha square equal to minus 1 raised to the odd, you will get negative sign. Minus 1 to the power of even, you get positive sign. 3 is the odd number, so we get minus 1. But here one interesting thing is that alpha cube is replaced by minus k. So whereas alpha plus alpha square is equal to minus 1. See, alpha cube is equal to minus k plus alpha cube whole square. Minus k square is k square. This alpha cube is equal to minus k. So 3 into minus k into alpha plus alpha square is negative 1 equal to negative 1. So this we need to simplify now. We get k square, this is plus 3k and minus k plus 1 equals to 0. So that means we are going to get k square plus 4k plus 1 is equal to 0. Sorry, 2k plus 1 is equal to 0. So we need to solve it. This is nothing but k plus 1 whole square, this is equal to 0. k plus 1 is equal to 0. So k is equal to
-1, sir. K equal to -1.
yes. Third option is the right option. So now alternative method. So if 1 root of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is square of other then b cube plus ac times a plus c equal to 3abc. Now consider equation. What is the equation here? Given equation. What is the given equation? X square plus x minus k is equal to 0. Now these roots are alpha and alpha square. That is square of the other. So now we have here a equals to x square coefficient 1, b equals to coefficient of x1, constant term is minus k. Substitute in this condition. B cube is equal to, what do you get now here? So b cube or b square, that I think b square this is, am I correct now? So let us check now once again. Last time I given that formula also for you. So yes, b cube correct only. That's only b cube only. So b cube is equal to here 1 plus ac. AC means minus k. A plus c. A plus c is 1 minus k equal to 3abc. 3abc means minus 3k. So 1 minus k plus k square equal to minus 3k. Now transpose minus 3k to the left hand side. So we get k square plus 2k plus 1 is equal to 0. So directly say k square plus 2k plus 1 is equal to 0. So further proceedings we can do it. K is equal to minus 1. Because this is nothing but k plus 1 whole square. Obviously k equals to minus 1. This answer. Okay, it's clear?
Yes, sir.
So both the methods we have done. Right. Next question. If one root of the equation, one root of the equation x square plus px plus q equals to 0 is the square of the other. Square of the other. Then p cube plus q square equals to first option q times 3p plus 1, second one minus q times 3p plus 1, third option q times 3p minus 1, fourth one q times 1 minus 3p. Use alternative method, what I have discussed. Use this formula directly. If one root of the equation is square of other, that means the roots are here alpha and alpha square. Then condition we need to find out. See here solution. First of all, if you compare x square plus px plus q is equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, here a is equal to coefficient of x square 1, b equals to p, that is nothing but coefficient of x, whereas c is equal to constant term, right? So very good, very good. Okay, c is equal to q. So we have the condition b cube plus ac times a plus c equal to 3abc. This is the condition to be one root is square of other. So substituting respective values, b cube means b cube plus ac, ac means q, a plus c is 1 plus q equal to 3abc, 3abc means 3pq, 3pq. So now p cube plus q into q is q square, q into 1 q, take away to the right hand side, 3pq minus q. Now take out q common, we have 3p q common, we get 3p minus 1. So which is the right option now? Here, third option. 71. Question number 71. Right. The quadratic equation. The quadratic equation. The quadratic equation whose one of the roots is 1 plus root 2 is first option x square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0.
Sir, once can you show previous picture? Okay, sir.
X square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Third one, x square plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Fourth one, x minus 1 whole square equals to 0. This is also minus 1 is equal to 0, because otherwise 2 and 4 become same option. The quadratic equation whose one of the roots is 1 plus root 2. So that means one of the roots of a quadratic equation are given. Now we need to find out the quadratic equation, frame the quadratic equation. So that means you remember, providing that the coefficients of the quadratic equation are being real or rational, if one of the root is in the form of a plus root b, other root will be its conjugate third. It is a third. So conjugate third means obviously it becomes 1 minus root 2. Or root 2 plus 1 means you can say root 2 minus 1 also, no problem. It's very good, right? So let alpha is equal to root 2 plus 1. Obviously beta becomes root 2 minus 1. First sum of the roots we need to find out, that is alpha plus beta. So adding these two here, what do you get now? 1 gets cancelled, but better you need to take 1 minus root 2 only, otherwise again you will be getting root 2. Sorry, this you keep like this only, 1 plus root 2, and this will be 1 minus root 2. So root 2 cancel, this will be 2. Product of the roots alpha beta, 1 minus 2 minus 1, because 1 square minus root 2 square, 1 minus 2 minus 1. Now the required equation is x square minus sx plus p equals to 0. Substituting x square minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is the second option is the right option. So now I go for editor. That is nothing but alternative method, alternative process. So let us say x is equal to 1 plus root 2. Bring minus 1 this side. X minus 1 is equal to root 2. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, you get x minus 1 whole square equals to root 2 whole square. Now x minus 1 whole square can be written as x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 2. Bring 2 this side. So x square minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the answer. I hope you have understood this question. See, nobody is responding. What happened to you?
Okay, sir.
Because I need to move to the next page, or so that becomes right. 72nd. The quadratic equation whose one of the roots is minus 3 minus 2i is first option x square plus 6x plus 13 equals to 0. Second, x square minus 6x plus 13 equals to 0. Third option, x square plus 6x minus 13 equals to 0. Fourth option, x square minus 6x minus 13 equals to 0. Whose one of the roots is minus root 3 minus I. That means let given root is alpha minus 3 minus 2i. It's a conjugate complex number. Just change the minus by plus. That will be minus 3 plus 2i. Sum alpha plus beta. Minus 2i plus 2i cancel, minus 6. Product alpha beta. So a square minus b square form, minus 3 square is 9. This will be minus 4i square. I square is minus 1. 9 plus 4 is 13. So required equation is x square minus sx plus p equals to 0. So therefore x square plus 6x plus 13 equals to 0. This is the required solution. Next method, let us say x equals to minus 3 minus 2i. So let us transpose to the minus 3 to the left hand side so that it becomes x plus 3 equal to minus 2i. Squaring on both sides. On squaring on both sides, we get x plus 3 whole square equals to minus 2i whole square. So x square plus 6x plus 9 equal to 4i square. But I square is equal to minus 1, so minus 4. Take minus 4 this side. So x square plus 6x plus 13 equals to 0. This also. So that means first option is the right option. Next, 73rd. If 3 plus I is a root of x square plus ax plus b equals to 0, then a equals to first option 3, second option -3, third option 6, fourth option -6. Three plus I is a root of this equation. Then we need to find out a. So if 3 plus I is one of the roots of the given quadratic equation, obviously the next or second root will be 3 minus I. So that means here roots are, let alpha is equal to 3 plus I. That implies beta becomes second root 3 minus I. Conjugate. It's called conjugate. Right. Now alpha plus beta write down. Alpha plus beta is equal to, we have actually minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. That will be obviously minus a. So minus a equals to, add these two. If we add these two, I plus I minus I cancel, 3 plus 3 6. We need a. A is equal to -6. This is the answer. So fourth option is the right option. Okay, I will give 2 minutes time to you. Just try to solve this question. It's very simple question.
Sir, show previous page, Avanshu. Okay, sir.
If the roots of 3x square plus 4x plus a equals to 0 are equal, then a equals to first option 4, second option 3, third option 4 upon 3, fourth option 3 upon 4. Anybody, would you like to share anything? Good, Manikanta. Very good. Discriminant is equated to 0. The roots of this equation are equal. That means obviously the discriminant must be 0. So that means delta is equal to 0. Delta means b square minus 4ac. So here a equals to 3, b equals to 4, c equals to a. Let us substitute here. Let us substitute. So therefore we get b square, 4 square minus 4 times a is 3, c is nothing but a. So this is 16 minus 12a equal to 0. 12a equals to 16, a equals to 16 upon 12. 4 4 ja, 4 3 ja. That is 4 upon 3. This is the right answer. Third option is the right option. Next, 75th question. The roots of the equation x square minus 2ax, x coefficient is minus 2a here, plus 8a minus 15. 8a minus 15 is constant, equals to 0, are equal. Then a equals to, first option 3r2, second option 3r5, third option 5r2, fourth option plus or minus 2. So first of all, my dear students, read the question and try to understand the question, then implement your process. So first, complete your work on your paper with the help of pencil or pen. Then after that, check my solution, whether your solution is actually correct or not. My solution is correct. You need to check it. The roots of the equation. So very good. So one of the students responded. Very good, very good. Then a equals to. So roots are equal means actually delta is equal to 0. Delta means b square minus 4ac. Or for our convenience, we can write b square is equal to 4ac also, no problem. Here, a is equal to 1. This is a monic quadratic equation. B equals to minus 2a. Constant term c equals to minus 8a minus 15. Let us substitute here. 4a square, 4 times 1 into 8a minus 15. So now this 4 will cancel out. This is 8a minus 15. A square minus 8a plus 15 is equal to 0. Now the factors of 15 we can write 5, 3. So that means we can write like this: a minus into a minus equal to 0 we can write. Here 5, 3 write down, because 5 3 is 15. So therefore we can write a is equal to 3 or 5. That is the answer. The roots of the equation.
Sir, on your previous picture. Okay, sir.
The roots of the equation x square plus 2ax plus a square plus b square equals to 0 are first option rational and equal, second option rational and not equal, that means distinct. Third one is irrational, Fourth one is imaginary or complex numbers, we can say. That means as far the options are concerned, so we need to find out it's a discriminant. Then that means nature of the roots we need to find out. So the nature of the roots can be evaluated with the help of the value of the it's a discriminant. So that means we need to find out discriminant. So discriminant is delta or sometimes capital D, no problem. You can write b square minus 4ac. But we need a, b, c values here. So from this equation, a1, b 2a, c a square plus b square. Substituting b square 2a whole square minus 4 times 1 times a square plus b square. Okay. Right. Okay. So this will be 4a square minus 4a square. So minus 4b square. See, plus 4a square minus 4b square cancel. We have minus 4b square. Minus 4b square is equal to minus of 2b whole square. Generally, so it leads to the confusion. 2b whole square is a perfect square. So rational and equal we can say. But see here, negative here square of the value. This is a negative. Negative means delta is less than 0. That implies roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Fourth option is the correct option. Fourth option is the correct option. '77. The roots of the equation x square plus 10x plus 13 equals to 0 are first option rational and equal, second rational not equal, third irrational, fourth imaginary. So try this question. The roots of this quadratic equation. So let us find out delta. So b square minus 4ac. Here a 1, b 10, c 30. So 10 square minus 4 times 1 times 30. This is 100 minus 52. 100 minus 52. How much you will be getting? 100 minus 52 means 48. Right. So that means delta is equal to 48. Delta is equal to 48 means 48 is not perfect square. Is not perfect square. Perfect square. Therefore, roots are irrational. Third option is the right option. Next, let us move to the 78. The roots of the equation the roots of the equation 5x square plus 10x minus 7 equals to 0 are first one is positive, second one is negative, third one is of opposite sign, fourth one is rational. The roots of the equation are positive, negative, opposite sign, or rational. That we need to check now here. Roots of this equation. First, we need to check whether rational or irrational. After that, we need to check both the roots are positive, both the roots are negative, or one root is positive, one root is negative, or one root is negative, one root is positive. That we need to check. So first of all, let us find out first delta. So that is b square minus 4ac, right? Here, where are here? A equals to 5, b equals to 10, c equals to minus 7, right? So 10 square minus 4 times 5 times minus 7. This will be 100 plus 140, 240. 240 is not a perfect square. Not perfect square. Not perfect square means we can say that irrational. Roots are irrational. Now we need to go for the sign. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus root delta upon 2a. So minus b, minus 10 plus or minus root 240 upon 2. Here one root say alpha is equal to minus 10 plus 240 upon 2